Hi, hello, and welcome to my Flosstube number something because I forgot. It's been 2 months. I checked. It's been a long time. A lot of things have happened. I'm sorry about my tree. I will change it because we have. I put up my Christmas tree. It's not decorated yet because we will do that on the 23rd. But I'm just gonna. It's a bit flashy. This video isn't about my Christmas tree, but there you go. Maybe no. Yep, we will keep it red. I have an app. So, this isn't gonna be a whip parade because I haven't stitched enough on my stuff yet. I lost my stitchy bug like really bad after I finished horses, and that was in August, I think. And I've stitched, but I haven't stitched on a lot of things, and I've gotten a decent amount of progress on a few things, but not enough for me to like whip out all my stuff again in the show. So I won't show what I've been working on either because it's like well, I will, but let's backtrack. This video is about my plans for 2024. I am doing a challenge with Becky from Becky Got Craft and Sophia from Minigame Stitcher. We had a call yesterday, which lasted for 2.5 hours, which is normal. So much fun, and me and Sophia have been talking about this challenge for a few days, and we managed to lure Becky into it. So I feel like I'm just gonna go over the rules for this challenge. So if you want to join, feel free. We don't have a hashtag or a group or anything. We just feel like this is something we want to do. So, the challenge. We have 8 slots, which means we have 8 projects we can work from. Which is good because I usually don't work on more than that anyway. But I really had a hard time choosing because I want options, but I also want to finish things, and like 3 of them were like, okay, I have to have them on the list, and then I had like, okay, I want to work on that one to get progress, and I want to finish that one, and then the list got very crowded very fast. I'm sorry, I'm still sick, so I have a really bad cough, like the dry cough that kind of like slowly kills you. So if I start to cough, I'm sorry. I have my water and stuff, so hopefully I will try not to, but no promises. Okay, back to the challenge. And yeah, I start to cough if I talk much, so again, I'm sorry. So, the challenge. 8 slots. When you fill up the slots, you choose how many stitches you have to do at a minimum each time you pick a project from the list. It's either 1k or 2k. And 10 stitch is, you have to do 2 10 stitch for one full X. So if you do 10 stitch or half cross, you have to double it. So we have set a date, which is New Year's Eve. So on January 1st, the list is set. Then you can't I can still move things around, but I'm trying not to because I think I'm pretty sure what I want to work on. So my list is this. Oh, you can hardly see it. It's Jeremy, he's in for 2k. Pokemon Generation 1 is 1k. Reflections of Norway, which I will finish because it has like 3,000 stitches left. I am 54% something. That's 1k. So you can do more than 1k, but you can't put it away until you reached that minimum. So it's kind of like, I would never put 2k on Reflections of Norway or Pokemon, because I would never choose to work on it if the stitch count was that high. So any stitch above, it's just a bonus. Then is Protector, of course. He is he's 10 stitch, so that would mean 4k. So I mean, like, but he has a lot of background, so when I pull him, I will get so much work done on him. White Christmas is a non-counting. I asked about that with Sophia, and she said, and we agreed that I have a hard time counting on from paper patterns. I know it's I know it's possible, but my brain doesn't like it. So I can, when I pick her, I have to like do a good chunk, and that's pretty easy because her dress is like huge, so that's not a problem. And then I had to put in Jormungand there because, well, Sophia loves him and I'm having a bit of a hard time with him, so I actually had to change out something to put him in, because I had him on the list and then I took him away and then I put him back on because, yep. Then we have Storekeep Mary Morgan. It is in for 1k because that's also 10 stitch, and I feel like 4,000 on it would kill me. Like, my stitch bug would just like, nope. Then we have Dark Queen. Dark Queen, I hope to finish. I haven't picked her up in many months because I have like backstitching and I have a lot of stitching left on her. I have like the bottom, well, you will see it afterwards, but because I will go through the list and show you where they are at this point. So that is my list, my finished list, I think. We also agreed that I can have some smalls. I can have like 2 or 3 smalls. I'm just gonna do that anyway because these are big projects and I need something to like take when I go to the cabin and stuff. I can take like big things. So I have a few small ones, which I also will show. I have 3 at this moment because those are the only ones I pick, so why not? And then you have the ability to unlock 2 more slots. If you do 10k, 10,000 stitches in one sitting, well, you can do it over like a month if you want to, but you can't change projects. If you change, it goes back to 0. If you do 10,000 stitches on one project, you unlock a new slot that you can put something in. And I also said that we need penalty stitches if I suddenly feel the need to start something new and I don't follow the rules, which may very well happen. I know myself. And we have 5,000 penalty stitches. So if I start something new that's not on the list, I have to pick one of the projects and do 5,000 stitches on that before I can start working on the list again. So that's basically it. 8 slots, you can unlock 2 more, you have a few smalls you can choose from. You choose 2,000, 1,000 stitches as a minimum, and how you pick from the list is up to you. You can do it from top to bottom, or you can only work on 2 things on the entire list if you want to. And we agreed that we will review the rules or look and see how things go in the end of January. And after 6 months in the summer, we decided that if there's some projects you haven't touched at all, you can swap those out, but that's after 6 months. So I mean, like, this is just loose rules and trying to make it challenging and fun, and try to get in as much work as you can on stuff, and get progress on the things you want to get progress on. So I'll just quickly go over my my projects. This light is killing my eyes, by the way. So I mean, like, I can work on anything I want until January 1st. That's when we start. And again, you're free to join if you want to. You can ask questions. This is just for fun. I just wanted the challenge and something to focus on this year, because I've been stitching what I want when I want, and it's kind of working and it's kind of not. So anyway, so the first one is the one I just have to find his bag. Where are your bag? There you are. The first one is the one which is my favorite. I love him. You know him. It's Jeremy. He looks like this. Enjoying the snow. Stefan Koidel, contemporary cross stitch. I am cropping him. I mean, like, I made names for the people in this, which won't be shown because, I mean, like, maybe you can see this is Stuart or Stubby. This is Jeremy, and this is Greg. I know Elara is gonna start this one next year. She's gonna put in 400 stitches, which is like nothing. It's a shame, really, but she said it would be a focus piece maybe next year or in 2025, so I hope so, because this is awesome to stitch on. I have reached, and he's in this bag, is so cool. I reached, I think, 1,300 stitches on him. 12,814. And if I were gonna do the whole thing, it's 194,400 stitches, but I'm not gonna do that, so I don't know. Like, the percentage isn't right because I don't take it out. I just, it's a thing. I don't know how much, I just know how many stitches I've done, and I've done a lot on him. I finished his eyes. I mean, come on. So I started doing Royal Rose on the top because it was a lot of confetti up here, and then I just felt like nah. As I do often, I start one thing and then I change it, because I've fallen in love with 28 count 1/1. I feel like when it comes to the threads, it's so much easier to start and end the thread. There's a lot of waste threads when I do 10 stitch because I just do a loop start. So I mean, like, my brain like this better. So next time I'm gonna start something that's full coverage, it will be 28 count 1/1, no question at all. So I filled in, there's some ninja stitches in the nose and stuff that's not in. He doesn't look as good as on the video as he does in real life. That's odd. Maybe. Oh well, he does look good. So this is his little tongue. Working in that. So on him I do either the background, which is here. So I worked in all the threads and just went down and in as far as I could. So I did royal rows until like up here, and then I just like worked it down. So there's a lot of like, I just went as far as the thread would go, and then I changed colors, which is for me a very good way of doing background. And that's kind of how I do it in the face too, because I need an area. I need like an area to work on that I can go outside it, but like I have this focus. So it's been his head and down here. So I'm gonna like start it up, and I just choose a color and fill in all that's in here, and then I choose the next one and next one. So I'm kind of like, I'm finishing up colors in his head, and that's been working really good. So I've started filling in here because that's also part of his head, or his helmet. So this is his shoulder that's coming up here. So I'm gonna like, I either focus on his head or the background here. So I will start doing it, fill in here after a while, but I think I will do a lot here first, I think, because I'm really enjoying this. I finished up one of the colors yesterday, which was 161, which is like a dull, really boring blue, like nothing. It's not a pretty blue. It's like yeah. And it was all over his face, and I had been avoiding it for so long. And I finished it yesterday, so I got in like 650 stitches yesterday, and I did like 500 the day before. So I'm hoping to get in to pass the 15,000 mark, 15k mark before the end of the year on him. I have 2,200 stitches left, which would be like 4 days maybe. So we'll see. It's fun. He's my favorite project, and I love him so much. He's so cool. I know he's dead, but he's so cool. I'm gonna work on him afterwards when I'm done. So that's Jeremy. He's on the top of my list. He will be my go-to project. He will be the one I try and do 10k on. He will definitely be a focus until I get bored of him, which I hope is never, because I actually have I have a lot done on him. It doesn't feel like it because I don't know how far I have to go to the right to get down, and I am enjoying him a lot. So I'm just gonna pick here now. So I have White Christmas on the list, which is my non-counting one. It's a Mirabilia, because I feel like I can get her done. She looks like this. I'm sorry, the light is really... Yeah, well, I'm done with the head, so you see there's a lot of dress left, and yeah, I feel like if I put in a few... Well, I won't finish her in a week, but you know, I have a lot done on her, and I really want to finish her. So this is done on a 32 count linen gold. I don't know if it has a name, but there's a lot done on her. I don't think I'm halfway, but I think I'm close. And I mean, like, the dress is like big chunks of color. It's not confetti heavy at all. So I mean, like, she won't be like a... Yeah, when I don't want to count, I will pick her up, and I always enjoy her. The fabric is kind of odd because it's kind of a loose fabric, so it's really not like the other fabrics I have, but I thought it was nice to have something... Oh, I started to cough. Something like that. And I know which project I will change her into when I'm done. I will probably do Petal Fairy. So if I finish a project, I kind of want to swap it with something that is similar to like keep it interesting. So if I unlock the 2 slots with the 10k slots, I will start something new. Because I have 3 starts I want to do. I have Dragon Heart, which was my unicorn chart. I have Leopold, which is the lion mosaic Roman thing that it's a human head on a lion. He's so cool. I really want to start him. And I have either Blobby or Little Gamer from Gecko Rouge that I want to start. So those are on the list of starting things, but I don't want to have a new start on the list now. So I haven't talked to Sophia about this, but I am allowed to have some smalls, and I feel like, just for my own sanity and stuff, I am deciding that the Bella Filipina Sal, since I'm doing the 4 mermaids separately, I'm not doing it as one. I am going to count those as smalls. I can't start one without finishing another one, so I am kind of having rules on that too. Because I don't want to see them like lay around and not being touched, because I actually have some work done on the first. I am way behind. The last one dropped like 3 days ago. I had to check. And this is the first one. This is spring. I'm not doing the beads. I am changing that out. So what I may do is I may do all the stitching, and I will wait with the beads until I have some of them done. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, like, I enjoyed this. It is fun. It's cute, and for me, this is a small. So I'm gonna say this is a small. And you can tell me anything else. So this fabric is just 32 count something. I don't know. It's even weave. It's printed, so it's like, you see my back. It's printed on one side, and I thought it looked cool. So that is also on my list, but not as the top 8. This is a small. Another one on my list is Storekeep Mary Morgan. I actually did do some work on that one. This is in my like, all my bags are from Gamma's Treasures shop on Etsy. Dawn. I really want to get some new bags. I am saving up. Hopefully I will get it next year. Well, I will get it next year. Yeah, I can't show how the well, I could, but I'm lazy. I think you know how the mermaids are gonna look. If not, I will show it next time. So this is Storekeep Mary Morgan. This is a cutout because the whole piece is bigger that way. But it was a lot of leaves, and I mean, the bird was cute, but it was a lot of green and leaves, and I don't know, I didn't feel like it. So this is done on 25 count. I actually wrote when I started it. I started in May of 2022, so it's almost 2 years old. So I didn't do much on it when I started it. Now I have. So I am keeping this on a Q-snap because I worked on it, and I mean, like, the threads are. I park on this. I use Royal Rose on this, and I finally came to the point where because I started stitching some of the ear and I had blobs, so I finally got all those in, and this is what I have. I mean, like, this is a good chunk. I've done a lot on this one. This one I actually do have some. Let's see, I have to find it. There it is. This is 12.50%. I've done exactly 9,800 stitches on it. And this is the entire width. This is it. So it's so nice to just have it on the Q-snap and just like go across. And I started here because I was tired of all the green. So here you can see the little picture. It's really nice to have it so I can see where I am. This is my cute needle minder. He's kind of special. Oh, I'm okay. So, this is done on 10 stitch. I have to say I'm kind of not loving it on 25 count. It doesn't look bad. It kind of gives, well, it doesn't look bad. I just like don't like it because I have to end threads and I don't like that. So I changed how I end my threads now, because on Royal Rose you kind of park it in the next tower. I just weave it in at the back because I can't have all those. I feel more secure that way. So this is his ear. This is another ear. Yeah, I mean, like, this is set for 1K, so it will be 2K, and that would be, I have to think. That's 10 rows, 10 towers, because one tower is 200 stitches. So this one is really good when I have a stitch count, when I have to do 100 stitches, because that's, since one tower is 2 blocks, and this is 10 stitch, that's 100 stitches. Well, it's 200, but it counts as 100. So it's really easy to just do. Well, I like using this one for prompts and stuff. It's really, I enjoy it. It's nice when I don't want to do full cross and this is a mess. But, you know, I should get it. But yeah, it's cool. I hope to have this, I mean, like, I hope to have everything done, but this I may be close to a finish if I pick this up a lot this year, so fingers crossed. It would be cool to have it done for next Christmas, but if I finish it, it would be up all year, so it doesn't really matter. So that's Mary Morgan. Then we have the Dark Queen of the Earth, Sal, which is done. I am way behind. I am only putting her up because I want her done and finished, and I won't say I'm tired of her because, well, I kind of am, so I don't think she will be the first thing to be picked up, but when I do, I will get 1,000 stitches in on her, and I'm kind of debating if I want to do all the back stitch on her arms. I may only do it on the flowers, and she has a lot of back stitching on her dress too. I don't know if I want to do that. I haven't decided yet. I have backstitched the flowers on her head. I'll just show you. This is Woodland Halloween fabric from Barbarol Creations. This is 32 count. Super awesome. She looks so cool. So yeah, so what I'm thinking, just not to cheat or anything, but I will backstitch the flowers in her dress here because I did it up here, and she they have backstitched all her arms and her feet and stuff, so I don't know if I want to do that. I haven't decided yet. It will be at the very end. She has like a bulb here and a flower here. I will do the flower here and here. I won't do it here. I will not put up the things here. I will not put on her crown and stuff like that. So I have this piece left, I have that piece left, and I have the flower here left. So that's a lot of stitching. It's not like a huge part, but I mean, like, I don't feel like working on her for some odd reason, but I will put her on a Q-snap when I decide to work on her, because I see I've done this in hand and I see that it's kind of gotten a bit warped, but maybe that will help me, maybe not, I don't know. So I feel like when I pull her out, I will have a goal of finishing her, so I don't have her on the list for too long. So I mean, like, she's super cool, and her name is Venmay, if anyone wants to know. So I really like her, and she's so cool, and yep. I will do the next sale, which is next year. I don't know if it's gonna be fire or water, but I will have to do it, of course. So that's Dark Queen. I have Reflections of Norway, which could technically be a small, but I'm not gonna put it as a small. I'm not gonna push my luck. So what is up and what is down? Well, it doesn't matter. This is from Ink Circles. You've seen this before. I think this is the first project I started on Even Weave. This is on 28 count. I don't know. It's a variegated floss from DMC, and I have the numbers. I think I'm 54. I mean, like, it's so old. It's my second pattern on Pattern Keeper. That says something. It's 58.42% done. So I have 2 more of these left, and then it's done. So I have it on for 1,000 stitches, because 2,000 would kill me, I feel like, because I have to do each stitch individual. I have to do 1 stitch at a time. I can't like go across and then go back, just to keep the... I have to think a little on this one because of the floss, and then, well, I did at the start, and then I was like, nah, I can't do that. So this is the color I'm using is 4030. You can see that, but it's kind of like, it's purple, green, and blue one. Yep. Ooh. So this one will definitely be a finish. It's fun to stitch on when I stitch on it, and yeah, I don't really have anything against it. I hope when I finish this one, I will pick up Alchemical Romance, which I always feel like I am saying My Chemical Romance. It's kind of like, it's starting to bother me for reasons. But you know, this is gonna be a finish next year. I know I said that for a lot of projects, and I only finished 1, which was Horses. I think, did I finish more? Well, I did finish Luna, so yeah, I'm not that bad. So this is my second favorite project. It was my first one, and then and both are blue. I don't know why. I like blue, obviously. So this is QS Protector of Magic. This is done on 28 count, 10th stitch. I'm doing the whole shebang because horse, unicorn, dragon, it's cool. I haven't touched this in a long time. This is, I think this is my second biggest project, and I mean, like, it's a QS and it has 260,000 stitches in it, so this one is in for 2K, just so I get like a big chunk done. I've done 28,219 stitches, which is kind of good, I have to say. And it's my biggest one on the list. I have a thread hanging. I'm sorry. It's gonna be quite a decent size, I think. Well, it's a QS, but you know. I still haven't finished his head, which I will. So I kind of stitch this one the same way I do Jeremy. I stitch either the head or everything around. So he still has I'm so sorry. It still has a lot to fill in here, but most of this is done. I still have some ninja stitches. I don't know if you can see it, but he's looking so cool. And I mean, like, the background in here is kind of a chunk I want to get done down here. So this is a really nice project for me to just pick up and work on for a week or two, because it's easy for me to kind of like say that this is a chunk and this is a chunk, if that makes sense. So I think I will pick this up after Jeremy when I'm kind of, because they have some of the same colors, but this is all done. So this is almost a page. There's a little bit here that's on the page, but I actually have a page finish almost, and that's super cool, and I love it. And yep, he is gonna get a lot of stitches done because I love him. And he's in this awesome bag, also made by Dawn. I have 2 of these. Light Weaver. I did want to put Light Weaver on the list, but I felt like it was kind of in the same, because it's 10th stitch and I'm in a blue area and it's kind of similar to this one. I didn't want to have a lot of projects that was too similar, so, and you know, Protector is my favorite, so top 3. Well, he's number 2 now, actually. So this is the second to last thing on my list, which actually started the whole challenge, because I was like, I want to get more done on this, because I've like barely touched it. It's not a bad project, it's just like, it's a lot. And I want to have it done before my kids think that Pokemon isn't cool anymore. So my daughter is currently playing Let's Go Eevee. So she's like really into it, so I felt like I have to. So this was actually the first thing on my list. So this is Pokemon Generation 1 from, I think it's from Boxcat or something like that. If you want to know, I will send it to you. If you want to know the name. So this is my 3rd oldest project, or on PK this is the 3rd project. This is a blanket because I'm doing it on 16 count. It's huge. It only has 50,000 stitches, so it's not like a big one, but with all the counting, and I am 15.47% done, and it's not bad. So I don't know why I don't pick it up more, and I like finishing up each like, I am saying this is a blanket, so I don't know where I will put it when it's done, or if what I'm gonna do, but I want to finish it. So I mean, like, I have a lot of them done. Like, these are all done, finished. So I've started doing these. I was thinking of like doing every Pokemon down to here and then fill it in and then go up. So I don't know if I'm just gonna outline them and then fill them in, or if I should fill them in and like finish them. I don't know. I will possibly stitch Pokemons in here and then go fill them in, finish them all, and go up. And my plan was to finish the Pokemons that are in the same family, because they have the same colors, so I don't have to like go and, because this is a lot of colors. That's what's been putting me off on these ones, which is bad, because I have to go and pick up the colors each time. I had them on a floss ring, all the colors that I needed, and then I didn't work on it enough and I needed them for other things, so now I work from a master set instead, so I have to go up and get the colors. So yeah, I think that will be my next thing, is to finish. I have 5 I haven't started, and this is almost outline, and then I will fill them in, and then I will go up. So above this one there's 6 Pokemon up, and then it's the, so I mean, like, it's a lot. I hope to, I mean, like, maybe I could, maybe I will have a goal to try and get all of the above Pokemon, like, on the top finished this year. That would be cool. That would be a good goal for this one, because then I would feel like I am seeing the end. So I mean, like, you see how big it is. It doesn't even fit. So this is my blanket. I lovingly refer to it as my blanket. So yep, I really want this done, or see a lot of progress on it. So if I don't know what to stitch on, I will stitch on this, and it's only 1K, so, and it's on 16 count, so I hope that makes sense. So I have 1 project left on this list, which I was forced to add. I'm just saying it now. Sophia, this is your doing. She loves this one, and Jeremy, so I felt like I had to have him on. I am struggling with him because I feel like I have to start these ones, and these are putting me off so badly. And she said yesterday that, why do you have to stitch them now? You can just fill him in. You can do the fun parts. I'm like, yeah, I can. Actually, I can. So I will just continue to fill him in. He is a Gecko Rouge kit, 28 count, 1/1, which is my favorite. So there's absolutely no reason for me not to stitch on him. And I'm not doing the background because I am not crazy. Well, you know, I'm kind of... Well, you know. So he has a lot of threads. Sorry about that. He's super easy. I have him for 2K. No, I don't. I have him for 1K, and I think that's enough because that's 10 blocks, and that's a lot. So I will just fill in all the black and go wherever I want, but I will stitch him block by block because that's how I like it. So He will see some love. His grumpy self. I think he's kind of smirking. Yeah, he is. He's so cool though. I actually feel like picking him up now when I always listen to Critical Role when I stitch on him. So that's kind of... I feel like I have a decent chunk done. I've never seen this one finished. So... And I know Sarah, a friend of mine, is doing him too, but she started with a ball, which I started too, and then I worked up, and then I'm working down, because I like working downwards, so yeah. He will see a lot of love too. I'm actually pretty excited about my list. I feel like I chose the right stuff. So, yep, he's in... I'm sorry. He's in for 1K. So that was my list, but I have two smalls. I have two smalls that I want to work on. I probably won't work on them, but you know. This is like an ornament. Christmas tree. I am thinking of not stitching the banner because I don't really like that. So this is what I pick up when I'm going away, or I just want to put in a few stitches and I haven't done like... I'm this far. This is on... wow. This is on perforated paper. No, it's like on plastic canvas. And the threads are like... really... it's like cotton something, so I just use one thread, and it's on this cute floss strap that I got. So that one is one of my go-to projects whenever I need to take something with me, and it's super teeny tiny and I don't have to think much. And this is the last of my smalls, because I feel like I have to finish it soon this year. I finished the other one last year for my daughter. This is for my son. This is done on the same fabric as the Bella Filipina ones, but this is in white, not in blue. So this one is gray. I don't know what's up and what's down. Okay, this is up. I mean, like, I only have his ear. So when I did the other one, the back stitching really was fun. There's a lot of it. This is a Luca S kit. Back stitching wasn't bad. And it's cute, and I mean, like, I don't know why I haven't picked it up, so this is a really nice project to have when I'm going to the cabin or stuff like that, because it's small and it's easy, and yeah. But it's a lot of gray, and I have it on gray fabric, so that's kind of like... I think that's why I haven't. But I have my 3 projects that I can choose from if I don't want to do one from my list. So that's my plan for next year when it comes to stitching. I have some news about my health situation. So if you're only here for the stitching, I am done. That was it. My 8+3 projects. I don't think I'll do like a weekly update. Maybe I will do at least once a month is the goal. But we'll see. I will do it whenever I want. Let's be honest. That's me. So, the thing is that I said I had a test done this May, and I finally was able to see a psychiatrist, which is He's specialized in ADHD and autism, and he said after 10 minutes that you have severe ADHD, which kind of explains my headaches and migraines, or what should be migraines. It's not, it's like atypical migraines. So I finally got my ADHD diagnosis. Yeah, I have it. I also have autism. I haven't gotten that written on paper yet because I haven't taken the test, but he's like, you have it, so it's not. Yeah. So I'm starting on medications in January, and they will keep a close eye on me for a year. And he said that it's kind of shocking that it hasn't been like, this is me falling out like mentally. Well, it should have been caught like 15 years ago, but it hasn't, so it's gotten pretty bad. But thankfully he gave me some pointers, and I will go and see him like once a month or something, and we will try the medication, and hopefully it will calm me down, because I am stressed on the inside. I have like internal turmoil, and he was like, you need to relax, and I'm like, yep, I do, because I don't feel stressed, but I am stressed. I don't look stressed, but I am. So I mean, like, it's looking up. I will keep you updated on how it goes. The downside with the medication is that I will lose weight, because I won't feel the need to eat, which is, I don't do that on a regular basis. So I'm forced to drink these nutritional drinks, which is like, this is a whole meal, people. Cheers. It tastes good though, so it's not bad. So hopefully, he said that because I've been so stressed over such a long period of time and having 2 kids and stuff, it will take my brain a year to go back to 0, because I am so tired. And to me, that's a lot. That's a long time. And that kind of tells me how bad things are, and I don't like to... I don't want to realize and say that things are bad. I know they are bad, but I don't want to... I really don't want to think about it, because when I say... I don't want to feel bad. I want to be good. So I'm working on that. So I'm trying to like do as much as I can, but within reason for me, which is hard. But he said that stitching is awesome for me, because I relax, I put my brain to use, and it's just a really, really good thing for me to do. So I will definitely do that more. It helps that the kids are getting older too. They are turning 8 and 3 this spring, so I mean, like, they are growing up. So that's kind of what's been happening. Yeah, I mean, like, things are looking up, and that's why I've been kind of not making videos and not posting on Instagram, because my mind is elsewhere. Like, honestly, it's a lot. So it's been kind of a struggle, but it's getting better. I hope to, when I get more energy and focus, and when things kind of slides into place, I hope that I will be able to maybe reopen my Etsy shop and do more of that, and be more active on Instagram and Flosstube, because it's really good for me to kind of like be here, but it drains me for energy. So right now it's a little bit too much. So yeah, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna enjoy the holidays. I'm gonna eat a lot, which is always fun. I'm gonna stitch when I can and try to relax and yeah, do whatever I can. And I'm gonna continue riding next year on my 4-year-old crazy horse. It's not mine, but he's mine. So yeah, that's it actually. So I have nothing more to show. My next video will be in January somewhere, because I don't have time to film anything else. So yep, I am just under an hour, and that is like on point for me, isn't it? Yeah, I think 8 projects, an hour, I'm good. So I hope you have a good time, good holiday and New Year's Eve, and you know what I say, if you don't start it, it won't get finished. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you later. Bye.